Hey everyone, and welcome back to another video. And in this video, I'm going to be comparing the Aerotrunk packing cube versus the Amazon Basics packing cube versus the Bagsmart packing cube. So this video is going to be particularly useful for individuals who are deciding between each of these three packing cubes. I'm going to be going over the pros and cons of each of them and letting you know which one I think is best. So with that being said, first we have the Bagsmart packing cube, okay? And so what I essentially like about this one is that you do have the open mesh material up front, which allows your clothes to breathe. It includes a handle, and if I'm not mistaken, the compression aspect, it does work. It does add some layers to it if you need to expand this. And so this is basically a good standard as far as packing cubes go, okay? It's able to compress, it's able to expand. You've got the mesh material up front. I do find that these cards that you see here are a bit gimmicky. Like I don't think you actually need them just because you can see what's inside. But if you're into more organization, of course, you could actually go ahead and write what this bag is for and place that card here. Now, aside from that though, I'd say that this is like the standard as far as packing cubes go. Bagsmart is one of the most popular. So if you do get this, you can't go wrong with it. Now, the next packing cube that we have is the one from Amazon Basics. And so this one doesn't compress and it just feels a lot more flimsy. I feel like over time, if I had to choose like which one's gonna wear out or rip the easiest, it's probably gonna be the Amazon Basics. But if you think about it though, if you're not traveling all too much, let's say you travel like once or twice a year and you're just looking for some simple packing cubes, this will do the trick, all right? So it doesn't compress though. It does have a handle. It does have an open mesh material up front so that your clothes can breathe. And so it's still a decent packing cube and it's a good beginner packing cube. But if you want something that's going to last you a long time, I would recommend something else. But overall, it does do the trick though, as far as organizing your clothes though. This just doesn't compress the clothes down. Now, last but not least, we have the Aerotrunk packing cube. And this right here is my go-to. You can kind of assume or basically tell that I'm a bit biased because this is the one that I use for the longest. And it's because number one, it feels high quality. Like compared to the Bagsmart packing cube, which is over here, this one just feels a lot more higher quality, okay? The weight difference is almost minimal, but this does weigh just a tad bit more, but it's still very minimal, okay? It's not gonna like make or break as far as luggage weight goes at the airlines. It does compress, it does have an open mesh material. I don't think, like I mentioned before with the Bagsmart, you don't need this label. Like you can actually see what's inside. However, so I'd rather go with the Aerotrunk packing compression packing cube just because it feels higher quality. And with it, it comes in a 2, 4, or 6 pack as well. But definitely check it out for yourself. I'd say the only thing that's missing from this packing cube is a handle. If you're really like picky about that, the Bagsmart packing cube does include a handle up top that you see right over here. But this one here doesn't include a handle, but it definitely feels higher quality. So overall, I do like the Aerotrunk packing cube the best, just simply because the way that it's made, there's no unneeded tag label up front, and it comes in a 2, 4, 6 piece as far as deciding how you want to organize your bag using packing cubes. But definitely check it out. I've had no problems with it whatsoever.